Welcome back to Newswatch 12 this morning, and turning now to Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Josh Colbert. Honestly, if you went outside this morning at any point, you would not know that we have a storm moving in today, especially in Medford.
It feels fantastic outside this morning, but that's because we have all the moisture that's starting to flow in. Snow levels haven't fallen just yet, but that's going to happen a little bit later on. And then temperatures are going to get much colder than this, and our passes are going to start to look much worse because everything's going to transition from rain to snow. Also dealing with winds this morning on the east side, those winds gusting out of the west upwards of 30 miles per hour. A little bit later today, we could have winds gusting upwards of 60 to 70 miles per hour on the east side and up in the mountains as well. So that's why we have this wind advisory that's in place until 4 p.m. a little bit later today. So those winds are associated with the storm system that for now is just bringing some very light showers to northern parts of Jackson County up towards Union Creek, up into the Cascades, but a little bit later today this gets widespread both this way and this way because snow levels will plummet. So we'll put this into motion. We're going to stop it at various points of today and tomorrow, so just bear with me and look at the time here. So this is right around lunchtime. You can see widespread rain and snow showers. Into dinner time, it becomes much more widespread, and this is about the time that the snow levels start falling low enough to get all the way down to the Rogue Valley floor. And then come time for midnight, it looks like most of this is in Klamath County and points to the west, so will likely be dry for Lake County. And then that trend continues right into Wednesday morning. So again, it's mainly just along and west of the Cascades into Wednesday morning. That's where we'll see snow showers. And then everything becomes a bit more widespread into lunchtime on Wednesday. And then it starts to thin out once again into dinner time on Wednesday. Then we'll have more snow even into Thursday morning, but mainly along and west of the Cascades. So a lot of different areas to look for a lot of different things over the next 24 to 48 hours. So it's all going to boil down to this. The mountains are going to end up getting the most moisture at least through Wednesday night. And as far as snowfall is concerned, well, that's really going to ratchet up a little bit later today because snow levels are going to fall very quickly all the way down to 2,000 feet. By the time we get to 10 this morning and then into this afternoon, that's when snow levels get as low as 1,500 feet, which puts places like Medford, Phoenix, Jacksonville potentially on the snow map. And then even lower after that, and I think when it's all said and done, we're going to end up having some coastal snow. So I'll show you some of those accumulations in just a second, but just know we have several winter storm warnings in place in elevations above 1,500 feet, and then winter weather advisories in place in elevations above 500 feet. And it's, of course, because of this. This is what we're going to end up having through Wednesday night if the forecast pans out. But we're thinking a couple inches of snow for Brookings, a couple inches of snow for Medford, maybe a few inches of snow for Grants Pass. Those west side passes are going to look pretty rough, 4 to 6 inches for Hayes Hill, for Sexton Summit, and then maybe upwards of 1 foot to 2 feet of snow up in the Cascades and Siskiyou. So for today, winds will be an issue. It'll start off as rain, snow levels descending pretty quickly. It's going to be widespread snow overnight, and winds will still be a factor. I think they're going to back off a little bit. They'll back off more into Wednesday, but we have another high impact weather day for Wednesday and Thursday just because the snow levels are going to be so low. And then we'll have travel impacts into Friday, a little break for Saturday, then tracking another winter storm system for Sunday into Monday. Here's your 7-day forecast for the coast. We will likely see that transition from rain to snow at some point during the night into Wednesday morning. Then snow looking likely for Wednesday, also for Thursday as well. For Siskiyou County, we could have a few inches on some of these passes in Siskiyou County, specifically for Blackview Pass and Snowman Summit, anywhere between 2 to 8 inches. So that could still certainly cause a travel headache. And then for the east side, we're going to track a couple inches of snow, maybe for Oregon 140, but I think winds will be the big factor today. Then for the Cascades and Siskiyous, maybe whiteout conditions, as we'll have snowfall rates approaching an inch or two per hour, with some winds gusting upwards of 60 to 70 miles per hour. And then for the Rogue Valley, it starts off as rain today, transitions to snow at some point this afternoon or evening. Then it's looking like it's just going to be snow showers into Wednesday and Thursday.
So when we're talking snow showers for Wednesday and Thursday, this isn't like just kind of an isolated thing like we saw last week. Do we think that there could be consistent snowfall for a 24-hour period?
I think so. I mean, I hate to say anything could happen, but anything could happen. It's the atmosphere. It's a very chaotic system, but these snowfall projections, 1 to 2 inches for Medford, 2 to 3 inches for Grants Pass. It's what it looked like last week. And this storm system is looking a little bit wetter. I think the cold air is actually going to flow in a little bit sooner. So it's looking like we're going to be in for a wintry 48 to 72 hours here in the Rogue Valley and elsewhere.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Josh.
Of course.